Hey, Sandy.
What's up, Carlos?
What are we doing?
Recording season 3 of Off Your Flosser podcast.
Already? What do we want the people to do?
Find us. YouTube, Apple Podcast, we're everywhere. Like, follow, subscribe.
And go floss yourself.
And go floss
What's up, man?
yourself.
Good to see you.
Oh, Lord.
Look
Oh,
at
it
this.
was a rough night.
Look at this. Just straight
Look
up
at you.
unkept.
Unkempt? I always
That's-
thought that was a weird word. Unkempt.
Is it a
'Cause
weird?
you would think-
That's I meant unkept.
No, it's
Kempt?
unkempt.
Is
It's
it?
Kempt.
So I said it
Unkempt.
correctly, inadvertently.
Google that. Yeah, the first time you did. You were smart without even knowing it.
Dude, that's the kind of smart I am. I don't even.
Yes.
It's accidental most of the time.
Accidental smartness. Sounds good. I wish I had some of that.
Holy crap!
dumb.
It is unkempt.
Thank you.
Psh.
Don't mess with me with English.
Dude,
words.
I'm kind of like a inadvertent genius, man.
Yeah.
At
You know
some
what you could
point I
say-
knew that. I read that somewhere. I just
Right,
it just
yes.
it doesn't sound right to me either. So
Google unkept because I guarantee you people always mix those two up.
let's
Google
do it.
that. Do it. This is a great opening to episode 130.
Yeah.
130. It's 130.
All right.
Unkept. I think that's also a word. No, I don't know. If
Oh, that is like it could be not tidy or cared for. Like unkempt.
Okay.
But also of a commitment or undertaking not honored or fulfilled. An unkept promise. For instance. Yeah.
Like when we tell people the episode's going to be out every Friday and we unkept our promise.
Oh yeah, no, that hasn't been
I feel like
real thing
we should just say episodes come out Fridays or Saturdays depending on Carlos's mood.
No.
I think that's fair.
you know it may be fair.
I'm busting your chops.
No, that might be fair, but it's not entirely accurate. Because I would love nothing
I know,
better.
you've been busy.
Dude, yesterday I sat down like at 9:30.
Yeah.
And I think I went to the bathroom once. I tinkled once. And then I was here till 4:30. Just nonstop. I must have sent out 200 messages. I don't know how many emails. I mean, it was, but it felt fun. There was a little bit of pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you felt good. Like you're working. I'm working. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we got a lot of stuff
Had
coming
days
up.
like that, yeah.
I'm going to see you in a couple days, dude. I'm pretty excited about that because it's been over a
I
year,
know.
man.
I know.
I was thinking about
But
this
I mean,
yesterday.
we see each other every week.
I see you all the time. So it's like, how long has it been?
It's so
So
weird.
just see-
And then when I see you, I'm like, you mean you're not like a floating head? You have a body? That's so weird.
Yeah. You might just focus on this, though. Don't look
Yeah,
at
that's...
the rest of it. It's
Well,
nothing to
ditto
brag
to
about.
you, because I have
Nothing to
gained
brag
weight.
about.
Ugh. I told John that I go... Because you know how well I was doing. I was getting up every morning. I was working out at least for, 15 minutes. Not crazy. But yeah, I stopped doing that. I still got up early, but you know what I did? Played on my phone and drank coffee.
You
Like a
think
true cafe genist.
you would think that was enough, but evidently
Yeah.
you need
Evidently,
to elevate
I
your
need
heart
to
rate
put
somehow.
I need to put some Adderall in the coffee. That'll probably help.
For a while.
For two people that don't do drugs, we sure talk about them a lot. What is going on there?
I think deep down we're probably like old hippies. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
were born too late.
I mean, I would smoke a doobie. Wait, is that pot or is that a cigar?
I'm pretty sure that's pot. I'm pretty sure that's.
I'd smoke a doobie or a
marijuana.
cigar. I mean, if it's a good one, a Cubano or something.
Here's the thing. I'm not a saint. All right, I've tried it, and I'm not gonna.
What?
I'm not gonna pretend because we're adults here. I think most people have at least tried it. It's not my cup of tea, son. I get weird. I get paranoid, and I just want to lay down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know what you mean.
I don't know how people
never done drugs in my
smoke
life.
weed and then go do things. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
They're
saying?
like, unless they don't have any Cheetos, then they're driving to the store. But they're driving at like 5 miles per hour. So how dangerous can that be? I mean, pedestrians can walk out of the way. They don't even have to like dive out of the way. They can just walk out of the way.
What's this guy doing? Let me avoid
he's
this.
kind of
let me
coming
avoid this
towards
truck,
us.
You know,
Let me just walk over here.
we talk a lot of trash on the dude, but and it's the same thing with alcohol. I don't drink hardly ever, but I'll have a cocktail or two. When I'm at an event or with my buddies from Jersey,
Exactly.
or when I'm hanging out with you idiots.
Yeah, when the mood strikes.
But I'm not gonna go write a paper afterwards or go do something. I'm gonna go sip on something and go sit down and just talk some trash and just joke around. I can do that with a buzz, but I can't do much else. Anyway,
a few shots right before you go to work. No,
never. I don't even drink before I get on stage, bro. I know comics that go up there with 4 or 5 beers in them or a few shots, and I'm like, if you can do it, great. I need to be crisp. Some
people need to be a little tipsy to get the jokes right. Just saying.
You mean the audience or the comic?
The comic.
The comic needs to be a little tipsy?
Well, you think about who's the country redneck guy that always has a cigar and a drink in his hand?
Well, that's Ron White, though. But that's Ron White.
Yeah, that guy.
I remember seeing him in Atlanta.
Yeah.
For $5.
$5
in maybe 03. No, it must have been 02, maybe 2002.
Right.
I'm talking a long time ago.
Yeah,
I was with my boy. He's a dentist now. He was working front desk at the office where I was working at.
Yeah,
and super cool dude. And we were comedy fans, and we would go every Wednesday to the open mic. And I remember it was buy one ticket for $10, and you get the other one for free. They just wanted bodies in the building, right? And then they had an open mic. They did a few open micers, and then they had a headliner come up.
Okay.
And I remember seeing this guy, and I'm like, "Who's the headliner?" I'm like, "This guy," because you don't know,
right?
Dude, we laughed so hard, and it was his whole first album.
Yeah.
And so it had been polished over 15 years. So it was just tight and it hit like a shotgun blast to the chest.
He hit every note.
Oh, man.
Perfectly.
And I remember thinking, this guy, in my stupid mind, and I wasn't doing stand-up at the time, I know this guy's gonna go places, and now he's one of the most famous guys. In my opinion, Jeff Foxworthy is brilliant. And... very good write. I'm a fan.
He seems wholesome.
He seems like a good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the guy I took the comedy class or my comedy writing class from in 2011. He kind of looks like Foxworthy's older brother.
He has a mullet.
Kinda, sorta, but he's got the mustache and the.
That was my next question.
They kind of look related, man. And his name is Jeff too, Jeff Justice. So shout out to my buddy Jeff, who is just recovering from heart surgery. So Jeff, great to see you on the opposite side.
Yeah, Jeff. Best wishes, buddy.
He's a cool guy. Anyway,
man, laughter heals. So
the bottom line is
stitches.
Yes,
once your stitches heal up.
Don't laugh too hard, Jeff. And
laugh it up, buddy.
He's got a high comedy threshold, some sort of like mine, right? So people will do jokes and he'll go, "Okay, that's good. That's funny."
Yeah. But
he doesn't laugh out loud. Right.
Yeah.
So my goal is to get him to kind of laugh out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? To make a
that's
movie
your the epitome
if I
of
get
your
that, then I know I got him against the ropes. But I don't know. This got off sidetrack. But
we're episode 130. We can do what we want.
I have an announcement. And I feel like I'm bragging.
Are you getting married? No, you're already married.
Again, yes.
Are you going to have a baby?
No. Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, keyless.
Where's the key?
I pulled the trigger,
So what's
man.
that too?
I got rid of the silver bullet.
Yeah. And now you have
the Scarlet Witch is what I named her.
Wow. Does she appreciate that name?
Yeah, because it's a badass Marvel character. So
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
Did you not see the Avengers and any of that?
Yeah, I've seen it. Scarlet Witch? Who the heck is that?
The one that was dating that redhead guy, that red face guy. Olsen?
Oh, that's her name?
That's one of her names.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's who I was kind of picturing, but
Yeah.
okay.
And it's like a blood red. Anyway, I got a Traverse, man. Nothing fancy, but
Yeah.
it seats 7, dude, and it is such a sweet
Yeah.
ride.
You're going to need all that with all that sexy temperature going on.
I know. It's so stupid. No, dude, I had a commuter car. I had a Toyota Corolla, right?
Yep.
And higher trim level.
Those are small.
But I'm cheap, and I like good gas mileage, especially when I was driving an hour and 10 minutes,
Yep.
on some days.
No doubt.
And
no doubt.
so that thing would sip gas like it was
Like it was a lightweight.
it would sip gas like a fat person drinking. Oh, that's rude. Hold on a second. It was one. All right, I'm trying to make a joke between like high blood pressure and too much fluid intake, but anyway, it would sip gas. This thing, not so much. It likes to chug it a little bit, but I'm not really driving a lot. But
So it like lives in a frat house.
yeah, parked outside.
It's beer bong and shotgun.
Shot. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing, Scarlet?
Like,
Lay down.
Slow down, buddy.
Jeez.
Scarlet, stop it.
But anyway, so it's I'm pretty excited. Of course, the new car smell will wear off, and then the payments will hit. But we'll worry about that later.
I'm gonna tell you. When I got I have a 2012 Cruze that I got in 2012. Yes. And crazy gas mileage, 32 to 34 miles to the gallon. And the new car smell and the leather steering wheel lasted a while. Like, I'm talking, we were a couple years in. But I don't know, if you have like a munchkin in the back who's smashing up McDonald's fries into the carpet, probably won't stay as long. Just saying.
No. Which is why we're probably not going to do that for a while. But I know eventually he's going to go in there and just ruin it. But that third row, it's got like this is the coolest thing for me.
Yeah.
We also have an Explorer, but you got to hop over the seat and moving it. It's just a major pain in the ass, right?
Oh wow. Yeah.
Or we haven't figured out how to move it. I don't care because I drive, so I'm not sitting in the third row anyway. You know what I mean? But
whoever's going back there, you got to figure it out.
Skip your happy ass back there. But it's got captain's chairs in the second row, so you can
you can squeeze through the middle.
You can squeeze through the middle, or it'll
so
literally
is this like
move.
A van?
No, it's an SUV.
It sounds like a van.
It sounds like a van. Actually, it's damn near as big as a van.
You're like, don't accuse me of driving a van. A van driver.
I sent you a picture.
You did.
Yeah, it's not a van.
Not of the inside though. So here's what you should do: is go outside, videotape yourself, and give us a tour of your new van.
Yeah, that's kind of douchey. I don't want to. No one gives a shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying,
Carlos. I care.
Because getting the car seat and mom and dad and everybody in that Corolla, it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
So we're going to take 2 cars or take the Explorer. And I was like, you know what? I drive most of the time. Let me just get something that I can carry. Plus a couple of his friends. So we could take a whole crew of people.
And 2, 3, 4 your friends. Something at the Holiday Inn. Yeah, that's awesome. So this one day, I'm going to tell a short story. This one day I was driving to work to my my long commute work on Wednesday at my friend's office. And I'm, just chilling. I think I was listening to an audiobook. It was probably, Bridgerton, The Duke and I don't know. Good book anyway. I said short story. Like hold on. What just happened?
I don't know.
What? Something's happening. Can you see me?
Yeah.
My computer is jacked. Like the mouse won't work? What the? Oh. Well, it came back on. Anyway, okay.
Is the audio still recording? Check that.
Yes. Oh, thank goodness you said that. Yes, it's recording. I don't know. My computer's jacked. Anyway.
All right.
Short story. Back to the short story.
You tell
We always
stories the way
I take
my,
the
my
trails.
wife does. You know?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm driving along, just mind my own business, and all of a sudden, in my rearview mirror, this bright, beautiful teal blue vehicle slaps me in the eyeballs, and I'm like, "What is that?" And then it looks really cool from the front, and then I'm like, I grab my phone so I can like take pictures as it's going by.
You probably shouldn't
and
do
it's
that.
like, I was like this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not even
You
looking.
just-
I'm just aiming.
Just
in
its general
yeah.
direction. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's kind of like when an intruder breaks in your house. You grab your gun, and you're just shooting wherever. I don't know. And so I'm like driving, pay attention to the road, click, 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 and then later I'm like looking at these pictures, and it is a sweet car. I'm like, ooh, what is that? And then on the side, guess what it says? Trailblazer. So it's a Chevy. Which I don't like Chevys. But I told him that's what I wanted.
The
Just 'cause the
front end
color.
of those,
Yeah.
they're all making
beautiful.
them look Camaro-like.
Oh.
You know what I mean? With the squinty eyes, and the headlights, or whatever, it kind of looks like it's
Yeah,
squinting.
it
looks
was
a little
beautiful.
tough.
Beautiful.
That's a nice color
Yeah.
too. You know, I was gonna get like a gray or something, a light blue or whatever. You know, something calm. And
Yeah.
then the dude came around the corner. And I was like,
Rainbows and butterflies started shooting out the
when I
sides.
first saw it, I was like, that's a little. Because I'm not a loud guy. I don't dress loud. You know what I mean? I'm not a fancy guy.
Well, at least it wasn't like taxi cab yellow, that bright orange color that people, or this teal blue. That was sweet color, but I would totally get a teal blue car in a heartbeat.
I know you would.
And then I would put ribbons all over it, cancer ribbons all over it.
Sure.
I'd be like, I'll get pinstripes and then a big fat ribbon like flowing back the sides.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
On the back glass.
Oh, it would be covered with ribbons and stuff.
Yeah. You get one as soon as you're done with his house, putting his house together. Get you one.
Yeah, I'll get one when it's like a couple of years old because Mama don't want to spend a whole lot of money.
I know. And
Yeah. So okay, so this Scarlet Witch rolls around the corner and you're just like, oh.
yeah, like we walk out and somebody put it out front.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like this. It's I like gadgets. I like gadgets.
I do too. Like I like compartments, little pockets everywhere in my car, like stuff like that. Yeah.
Bro, this thing's got USB power charger things all over.
Oh. Does it have a actual plug-in? Because some cars they're doing that now, where you can actually put a plug-in.
What do you mean, like a
Outlet.
house plug?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it has that, but I'm sure they can rig one up somehow.
I mean, if you got to straighten your hair on your way to work, boom. I'm just kidding. I had an old Pontiac Vibe, those little cute little, they barely sip on the gas,
Pontiac Vibe?
Vibe, V-I-B.
I don't know that one.
It was what year was it? 2007 Pontiac Vibe in the red, something red. It wasn't the red, but it was like the maroon red.
Okay.
I'm so sad. Like, I should have never gotten rid of that car. We got a good deal on it. The dogs could jump right in the back. It was amazing. It was a hatchback.
I'm looking right at it. I'll pull a picture up. Oh, it's kind of hatchbacky, right?
It is. Yeah, it's a cute little thing. Fit all the dogs. What was I going to say about it?
I don't know.
Anyway, it was cool. I don't know. And then John said something about a cruise, and I went and got a cruise. I'm very impulsive when it comes to that stuff because he just mentions it, and I'm just like, okay, let's go get it. When in reality, I'm a little bit better now that we went through Dave Ramsey's plan, but
Sure.
I'm still kind of like, ooh. And then I start like researching stuff, but I don't know.
Scarlet is the same color as that thing. So I'll put a picture.
It's pretty color. I mean,
And here's the ultimate test, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not 100% in love yet. It's sort of like you're first dating someone and they seem too good to be true. So you're like, okay.
Yeah. So you're kind of hesitant.
Is this chick a serial killer? Has she dismembered a human before? There's something wild going on,
Is there a severed hand in the spare tire well? Yeah.
I hold on a second. That's reminds me of another story I heard the other day. Right. So I get home, and my wife had to take off to work, so she didn't get a chance to see it that night. So I sent her a picture of it parked out front, the same one I sent you. And she's like, "Oh,
okay."
She goes, "It's beautiful," and I was like, "Oh shoot, uh-oh." She comes in the next day. She sits in it, and I meet her in the park in the driveway. She goes, "Good. I like it." And I'm like, "That's all I needed to hear, son. If she likes it, then it was a good choice."
Check that off.
And as long as she's happy, I like it. She needed to like it, And I'm like, I don't even know why she didn't check with me when she bought a car. I told her what I thought of what brand, and she went and just got it. I had nothing to do with it, But
she could totally ruin your credit if she wanted to.
But for me, it's just I just needed her to like it, so she liked it, and that's the thumbs up. So I did good. I did good, I guess.
Yeah.
The story I was gonna tell you, it was a dude talking about he went on a date, or was seeing this girl, right, and then how it was too good to be true. So he's calling a place, and it's like he's talking about her, but they had her on the other line. So I guess it was set up, right? And it turns out this lady brought her pet iguana to the bedside. Oh no, it was in a cage, but she put it on the bed. But she normally sleeps with the iguana. So the dude said he was scared to death. So because he didn't, iguanas have claws and stuff, and it doesn't look like a cuddly creature.
They could probably eat your face, I would think.
So he's talking trash about her. It's like, so she brings this iguana, and it was named like Fred or Harry or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
And so they're like, you know what? We have Alice on the phone. And he's like, you what? And she goes, yeah, I heard everything. And she goes, I was being polite by having him in the cage. He's nice to cuddle with and stuff. And they were like, so listen, do you want to go out on another date? He was like, no. She's, well, it's your loss. He's like, well, have fun with the Harry or whatever is, but that's the type of stuff that would,
that's crazy.
Would happen to me if I was back out in these single streets.
Yeah. Like the lady has a giant albino Burmese python and she sleeps with it at night.
Dude.
It keeps me warm. Well, technically it doesn't because it's cold-blooded, lady.
Yeah.
Jeez. Don't you know?
Do you like reptiles? And I'm not hating on reptile people.
I'm fine with reptiles as long as I know that they are not poisonous. Other than that,
I don't like messing with things that can kill me though. You know what I'm saying? Like a pet tiger.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
wild stuff like that.
There's probably an element of adrenaline when people own pets like that. You know
what it is? Is people think that they have a special bond with this animal.
And then the tiger's like, "No, dude, you feed me meat. If you cut your finger off, I would eat that in a heartbeat, and I would probably eat the rest of your arm too. Sorry, not sorry. I'm an animal that belongs in the jungle, and you've got me in a park or whatever."
You know how big a damn tiger is, dude? They're like 900 pounds.
Yeah, Mike Tyson had one.
They're bigger than lions. I don't. It's like owning a bear. Like these guys that have these giant grizzly bears.
When a grizzly bear stands up, they're like 9 feet tall. No, thank you.
The big ones, like you know the difference between a grizzly and an inland bear,
or a Kodiak. Which one's the biggest?
I think the coastal bears are bigger because they eat fish and stuff, but the inland bears hit 600-700 pounds. But those giant coastal brown bears will hit 9.
Yeah, just by weight alone, they got me beat just a little. Smidge.
I think polar bears are the biggest ones, but still, you'll run into one of those accidentally.
It's their long neck. I mean, if I had a 4-foot neck, I'd be taller than everybody, too.
The point is, dangerous animals shouldn't be pets, is all I'm saying. I'll tell you what, I got 3 dogs, dude. I don't trust them 100%. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like eating bacon and they try to chew my arm off. No, thank you.
Like, do you trust your dogs 100%?
Yes. The only one I wouldn't is Parker, but he's I mean, with me, I trust him. Like, they would never do anything to me, but like he gets a little like antsy, riled up if there's a lot of action going on,
right.
And he's protective first of all. So if anybody were like coming up on me, I feel like he would, his bark is worse than his bite, but I feel like he would probably, nip somebody if they came at me.
I bought a gas grill. We were using charcoal for a while, and
the right way, yeah.
And I like the way it tastes better.
Charcoal.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
But
all the way.
It took forever, and I don't know if I got a bad bag of Kingsford charcoal bricks or whatever. I was having a bitch of a time trying to start it, Anyway.
Yeah.
I could have put in more. I was about to put gasoline in it at this point. You know what I mean? To
probably
really
not
get
good
it going.
for the food, but yeah, go ahead.
No, not at all. But you know what we did, and this is kind of bootleg, and this is what made me buy the gas grill, is got my shop vac out.
Yeah.
You know how it sucks on one end and blows out the other?
And blows on the other, yes.
And we blew, we fanned the flames until they were glowing red hot.
Yeah.
On the bottom, and then everything caught on.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Do you have a chimney for your charcoal?
No. And I know what you're talking about, but no.
Yeah, that's what you're doing wrong. Sorry.
Yeah. Because you just stack it in a pile. That's so bootleg. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're supposed to get the chimney thing. It has a handle on the side.
Yeah.
It's got a cage at the bottom. You put all your charcoal in the top. You put paper underneath. You light the paper, and then the charcoal starts, catches, and then as soon as the top briquettes are white, then it's ready to throw on the grill. For anybody who didn't know that. Yeah. And I only know that from watching John.
Right. I've seen that, and I've known it. I just never bought one, and at this point I'm not gonna.
Well, yeah, because you already wasted all your money on gas.
Anyway, I was putting a thing together, and it started getting dark, and I don't know what I did, but I sliced a sharp piece of metal, and not deep, but just cut across all my knuckles.
You felt it, though.
I felt it, and I was like, all right. And I was like, oh, that was sharp. And I just kept going. Then I poked something else on my other hand. My son was like, what the hell's going on? There's blood all over the cardboard. And I'm like,
there's blood everywhere.
What the, and I'm
he didn't even know.
I mean, I knew it hurt, but I didn't know it was bleeding, is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing major, no stitches or anything like that. But it was just like little nicks that was just, I looked like I was in a fight. You know what I mean?
You're like laying on the ground and blood's just flowing everywhere from your paper cut, metal cut.
Just like in the movies, where it just forms a big puddle around you.
When it was actually you fell asleep because it was dark out, and then your son walks in and thinks you're dead from a cut on your finger. There's blood everywhere.
That's horrifying. Anyway, so I fired it up, and it works well. And it's just a stupid grill. But I'm not gonna monkey with charcoal anymore for a while. And I'll get sick of this.
New car, new grill, new house, new hair. I don't know.
No, yeah, I know. This is horrible. I gotta look at this. Ugh.
I mean, it looks fine. What are you talking about?
I got tightened. My son was like, "Dude, I can see your hair," and I was like, "Yeah, I gotta
see your hair."
Like I always shave, but if you look closely,
it looks a little.
It looks a little silvery. I'm getting a cool older dude.
Right. Yeah.
Silver on the sides of the temple.
Silver fox. That's what they say.
Yeah, right. But I shave it all off, dude, so you don't know how old I am. You know? They're like, that's just a bald old guy.
You can't tell my age. I'm bald.
I'm coming to grips with my age, dude. I look in the mirror and I'm like, and I'm like, I'll be 52 this summer, bro.
Yeah, and what happened?
And I don't know what that's supposed to feel like, but I don't feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm starting to feel my age. I'll be 42 in September, and I've gained all this weight back. I think it's the stress, but I got to do something about it. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, me too.
And then it worries me because you see in the, all the time that, so-and-so died at 44 from a heart attack, and so-and-so died at 50 from a heart attack. And I'm like, I'm 41. That could be me dying from a heart attack. So I need to do something.
You don't want to be in that club, son. Yeah. But you don't eat cheeseburgers and bacon every day. And fried eggs,
week,
or do you? Or do
This
you?
is what so we had Long John Silver's yesterday, leftovers, and then the day before we went to Long John Silver's, and let's see, Thursday night I went to the movies with a buddy and had freaking loaded cheese fries with bacon on it, and then that was after having Long John Silver's, and then the day before that we had McDonald's because it was so late by the time we got done working on the camper. So I ate out like fast food like 4 times this week. My arteries are like, help me, you know?
Here's the thing. I'll say this. I'm eating right and still not losing any weight, so it's pissing me off, dude, right? The other night, my
that
wife
would piss
ordered-
me off too. Like,
she
I
ordered
can't.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I can't look at my life right now and go, gee, why am I getting fat? But in your case, like, yeah, like you're doing everything right. That would be so frustrating.
We went. Where did we go the other night? We went to Longhorns. All right, and I got a salad, a baked potato, and a cup of broccoli. And we had like these spicy chicken things on the side as an appetizer.
Yeah.
And that's what I had for dinner. She's like, "You're not gonna order a steak?" I was like, nah, this is enough. I had some bread with a little bit of butter on it, and I was good.
Yeah.
But for me to go into a Longhorns and not order a steak, you know what I'm saying? And
You know that's a
ordered a
steakhouse,
salad
right?
and broccoli. Yeah. And of course, did I ever tell you how I almost died at the Longhorns one time?
No.
Back when I was knee deep into steaks, we went in hungry, and I was chewing too fast,
Oh, the
dude.
64 ounce, the competition one.
And I got a piece just stuck, and I took a sip of water, soda, and I couldn't get it down. And it was just like,
Oh, so you were like literally choking.
I stand up, right? And my wife was like, oh, snap. So she jumps up behind me. She hits me in the back, and the soda was like stopped. You know what I mean? So I spit the soda out all over the place, right? And so I could breathe, but it was stuck right here. Dude, it was stuck maybe 10 minutes, and it finally went down. Like I couldn't get it up. It couldn't, it wouldn't go down.
Were people freaking out around
I was
you?
freaking out. So she packed everything up and paid the bill, and she sent my son in to go check on me or whatever. But ruined my day. So after that, I was scared. I was like, was I eating too fast? Did I not chew it?
No.
What the hell happened?
You make like itty bitty little pieces now.
So now I dice that stuff up, son. I ain't playing. You know what I mean?
It's like you're a baby again.
Yeah, I know. So
Can
now
you put this in the blender for me, please? Thank you.
I chew it up, dude. I'm scared. And it's like the
Yeah.
older you get, John Heffron, who won Last Comic Standing, I worked with him a bunch of times.
Yeah.
He has a joke where he goes, when I was a younger guy, I remember leaving the club, getting a pretzel or a hot dog, eating it on the way to the car. I never remember buying a drink to wash it down with. Because the other day, I took a piece of a biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
And I almost choked to death. And he was like, I it's like, there's not enough.
Things change as you
food.
get older.
Yeah.
The salivary ducts and the glands don't produce as much saliva as you get older, people. There's your dental educational smidge of
I was telling my
education.
son, I got to prime the alimentary canal before I eat anything, or else I might choke.
Yeah.
He
You
goes,
like
seriously?
chug a thing of KY jelly or something before you eat.
It's disgusting.
What? Why do you have KY jelly on the table, Carlos?
Water will work. Water will just take a couple sips of water and then kind of juice everything up and then and eat your food. Jesus.
Why does he carry KY everywhere he goes? I don't get it.
That's a long. It's
Have
a
you
long
ever
story.
seen him eat? Oh, that's stupid.
Got teeth. He doesn't use them. I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
He just
Yep.
swallows the food whole.
Man, and people have dentures. They take them out to eat steak, and they can swallow and breathe just fine, Carlos. So you need to step it up.
Just savage, bro. Yeah. So and that was maybe. It had to be over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And my wife still talks about it. Remember that time you almost choked? I was like, yes, that was a horrible day. And
Remember that time you almost died?
and I saved your life again. And I'm like,
Again.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saved my little sister's life, Julie. She was, I might have talked about this before, but I was in, I don't know, 6th grade, maybe. So what? I was, and I was young in each grade. So I was like probably 11, almost 12 or 12. And I was just sitting in the living room watching TV. Excuse me. It's the coffee. Anyway. All of a sudden, she comes bolting in the living room and she falls to her knees and she's like grabbing her throat. And I look over and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And her lips are turning blue. She was choking.
Oh, wow.
She was in the kitchen by herself. Had she not come in there, she would have died, like, no doubt in my mind. So she hit the ground and was, like, holding. And I don't know where I saw it, learned it, whatever, but I got behind her and I did the Heimlich maneuver. And, it was popcorn. She was choking on popcorn. And she, coughed all the popcorn up. And, yeah. She, to this day, that's something that obviously is very traumatic and it sticks. Yeah. It sticks with you. And the look on her face was pure panic. Her lips were blue, purpley blue.
So, I mean, she'd been trying for a minute.
Oh yeah, she was probably in there for, probably 10 seconds, and then, gosh, and that's what replays in my head. Like, what if she had not come in the living room? Oh. I don't know if anybody else was home. I don't remember. But my goodness. So that was a super close call. Thank goodness. And for her, I mean, in a panic, run, find Sandy, or something, whatever went through her head, survival, kind of kicked in.
Imagine if you couldn't help her, how horrible you would feel if something, like, can you imagine?
I know. And I'm sitting here going, where did I learn that? Enough to be able to actually perform it and be successul. I don't even know. ABC like, I feel like morning. Yeah, in between the morning cartoons. I don't know. It could be because I used to eat those little
in a movie or something.
Maybe, yeah. Those little butterscotch discs. You remember those candies? They still make them, but they're from like the 20s or something. I don't know.
The Werther's?
No, they're just the kind of yellowish butterscotch discs from like Brock's or something. Candy.
The Buttons of Death?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Anyway, sometimes like I feel like on 2 different occasions I remember in my, little kid brain, I was in kindergarten. I had to have been in kindergarten because that's the house we were living in. And I'm sitting on the couch and I'm eating one of those and so and I'm
easy.
like and I'm sitting on the couch. I didn't jump up and run anywhere. Like, hello. And then my mom, like, noticed. She was just in the kitchen. She came over and she did the Heimlich maneuver. So maybe it was that. Like, I think I might be going to the home show in St. Charles today. I think it would be awesome. They're having wine tasting and it's a sausage fest. 14th annual. It is, I swear.
That's the worst name in the world.
Not like there's going to be guys there and that's it. I'm talking like Oberly dog, like big fat brats, that kind of sausage fest. And oh my gosh.
That's...
You can't even talk. What's going on?
There's a joke in this somewhere. I'm like...
It's the name. It's called the sausage fest.
It's how you say it. Like, it starts off wine tasting. And it ends up in a sausage fest. It always does.
That's a home show for you. At least in Missouri. That's how we roll.
What do you mean by home show? Like they show homes and what stuff is in it?
No, like all the things you need for your home. Like roofing companies, decking companies, spa companies, like the hot tub type spa companies. Like they just set up all their stuff and you can go and check out like new ideas, what's going on out in new home building, and it's perfect because we're building a home. So I kind of want to go there, and then later today we're showing the house to a couple, which it's not quite ready yet, but I was like, well, if you don't mind boxes stacked up, you can come take a look.
People know.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, people know.
But yeah, so I actually probably should go so we can trek on up there.
Okay, let's shut this down, and I got a question for you.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I think that's good, right? Episode 130. We're going to see you all
130.
at Dental Fest in Miami.
Wow. I guess I'll see you in a few days, man. I'm excited. It's been a while. And
It'll be good.
It's gonna be nice to see everybody. Because
Yeah.
I got team members that I work with at
Yeah.
Driven that I don't think I've ever met. So it'll be nice to see people.
Oh, yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah,
That'll be nice.
And you know them, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You never
exactly.
hung out with them,
Exactly. Yes.
so. All right,
Yep.
cool. So 130 in the books.
Yeah.
Guys,
You guys,
please like, share, subscribe, help us grow this thing. If you like us, send us a comment, what we can improve, what's good, what's bad, and
talk to us.
please.
Yep.
All right,
And then, of course, as always, go floss yourselves.
most definitely go floss yourselves, guys.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in. Take care.
Bye.